And we are underway from Miami. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Earl Mitchell in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And Nelson did not play in their first preseason game. He's had some issues with the tendonitis in the knee.
I think they're going to be very careful because the ACL that he tore last year was in his right knee. The tendonitis is in his left knee. Maybe he's overcompensating a little bit. They want to make sure they get back all of Jordy Nelson and that terrific speed.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory.
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think it's...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It'll buy some time right. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And some room to roam now. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Incomplete. Jarvis Landry. receiver, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Moore, and Stills over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a good pickup at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. It's a corner, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find the crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins' defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the 1st half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right?
On 1st down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 2nd down, Lacey. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Here we go,
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sam Barrington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fighting through. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Moore now. And caught by Cameron right side. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One back is Lacey. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So on fourth down, the call's out for Tim Mastay to punt it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Now Landry. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football's offense now ready to go back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius. Randall. Now the Packers get set to go, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
What often gets lost with Eddie Lacy when he's playing at his ideal weight is his agility and his quickness. But in this case, he's putting that together with his power. And with these early runs, if you're on the defense side of the ball, you've got to...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Out to the flat for Lacy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Tim Mastay now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Landry now on the return. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about. Turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And Charles driving over to this one. Some intrigue around a few quarterback battles going on right now in the league, isn't there?
Cleveland, they settled in early August. San Francisco, Denver, those continue to rage. But how about the Rams returning to L.A. and bringing a quarterback battle with them?
And he slings one that's incomplete. Jordan Cameron. Is tight end, the intended receiver, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Moore now. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Moore. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And on 2nd and 10 now. As he looks to throw. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw again. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll get it. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. The big fella. The 30, 20, 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Damian Williams to return it. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll throw now on the final play. This will be caught at about the 5. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Dolphins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Packers have come in and looked good.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan in there to get him for a loss of 5. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught by the tight end Cameron. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And they're going to speed things up here. They come up in an offset eye. Now, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. More now. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And they take possession of the football. Ball and have it at the 36-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
To throw is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jelani Jenkins. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Tim Mastay now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And the offense inside the 5 here, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own.
About this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And Frank's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defense, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get into the end zone. And when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. With just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver is in one spot, this person, the next defender may have them. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there. able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out here in the I. Again, Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deion Sims from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't pump it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins' new signing from Buffalo, Mario Williams, in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's Tim Mastay now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Time for a break, and that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cut to the left sideline. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's 1st down, Miami. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Tannehill, and caught by Cameron right side. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
defense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Now Moore. And that is incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Tim Mastay now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. We get a look at the Packers' defense as they work their way into position. They're trying, Charles, just to simply preserve this tie at this point. Well, they take a turnover, pick 6, but they're trying to hold on to that tie.
No doubt about it, and they have to stay on alert here in case they try and run something big. Some teams are really gamblers. They want to get after it a little bit, make sure that doesn't happen. And also, if you're the offensive team, you might think to yourself, let's just get to overtime. Yeah. Take a knee and let's get out of here.
Yeah, they have a decision. They could play it conservative or maybe a little more liberal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Moore now. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this...
We had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And there's a flag on the play.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds.
Automatic first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. A huge play there in overtime. 41 yards on the ground. So the first drive here at OT and a huge run not only gets him into enemy territory, but into the enemy's red zone.
Remember, this used to be field goal territory. Go ahead and kick it, win the game. Now, you've set yourselves up for the touchdown. What a promising start for this drive.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first throw here in overtime. And this one is incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air.